Tonight, the community outcry is growing after an undocumented immigrant with a lengthy criminal history is accused of killing a Fredericksburg woman. 32-year-old Abdul Jallo is facing a murder charge for the stabbing death of Stephanie Minter. It happened at a bus stop in the Hybla Valley section of Fairfax County last week. And this morning, Jallo made his first court appearance since this incident, but it was for another crime. Our Matthew Torres was there and explains how, despite a laundry list of charges, Jallo was still allowed to roam the streets.
It's at this Walmart on Richmond Highway in Hybla Valley where employee Ivan Atoya says a man tried to steal a 45-inch TV 2 months ago.
When we stopped him, he seemed pretty calm, pretty tame.
Atoya appeared in court to testify against the suspect, 32-year-old Abdul Jallo. But that hearing was pushed back, giving Jallo time to get a public defender and address new allegations that he stabbed and killed a woman named Stephanie Minter at a bus stop last week.
You kind of have to be careful. Because you don't really know what someone is capable of.
Jallo frequented this Hybla Valley community, well known to both prosecutors and police.
Court records showed Jallo has a lengthy criminal history with more than 30 cases against him. Several of the charges were for malicious wounding, assault and battery, disorderly conduct, and even rape. Prosecutors dropped most of the cases.
Seeing someone that has a lot of charges on that is kind of scary.
A spokesperson for the Fairfax County Commonwealth's Attorney's Office says they were unable to prosecute those cases because victims could not be located or contacted despite police efforts to bring them to court.
This guy has 5 stabbings under his belt, a prior rape charge, and we're going to let him walk? It doesn't make any sense.
But Jallo did have 1 felony conviction for malicious wounding in 2023. Jallo was sentenced to 2 years with 5 years suspended, but was released 7 months later. Then he was arrested again and returned to court for violating probation. Jallo had the chance of going back to prison to serve the rest of his suspended sentence, but court documents say the prosecution and defense struck a deal instead. The judge accepted that agreement and simply resuspended Jallo and ended his probation, allowing him to walk away unsupervised.
Just outright disgusting that victims like Stephanie Minter shouldn't have been victims. You had tools in the toolbox, probation and parole revocation, and you didn't utilize them. So it is your fault.
The Department of Homeland Security says the Sierra Leone national came to the country illegally in 2012. ICE says it issued a detainer on him in 2020 and got an order of removal. Meanwhile, his defense for a bond hearing in 2023 says he was already in the States for nearly 20 years. Court documents also say he's been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.